Well, these dash cams are driving me crazy. You know, I decided to get rid of the 330 because this one, 520 that I got for review from Papago, makes a better picture. Alright, and I decided to just add the commentary on my computer. The problem is, and you know, it's easier to set up because it has a big screen. It's easier to see which way it's pointing. The problem is that why is my doesn't want to focus? It's too bright outside. But anyway, so the way it connects, yeah, maybe I'll disconnect it. I'll show you guys. Too bright. No, it doesn't want to connect to the steering wheel. Maybe it'll connect here somewhere. Oh, what about this? No. Needs glass. No. Anyway, this part over here, where my finger is over here, right, it goes in there. See? And it moves. It's not supposed to be, you know, like when driving, it moves a bit, left and right, and I thought I would put maybe some, because of course it's a good thing on one hand, because you can, you know, you can turn it like this and, you know, make a movie about yourself, you know. You can turn it towards yourself, but that also makes the dash cam, see how it moves. There's too much movement in there. I really don't like this. And I wanted to show you guys the unloading of this another 950M I brought to Aurelia, but everything happened so fast and they were doing some work inside, so I had to unload on the side of the road. Like there's a road in the back of the dealership. I didn't use it before. Like the actual dealership is over there, right? So this road goes like in a loop. And I tried to, they said, oh, go from the back. And they're building something there. I think they're extending their shop over there. And so I came here to the back, and the first thing I saw was the crane. I think you can still see it over there. It's under there. Yeah. It's still there, but now the boom is down. But basically they were working on a big excavator, like 345 series. And that crane was lifting the, you know, the body of the excavator, and the people were working underneath, so it was blocking the entrance. So I had to do it here, and by the time I took all my chains off, you see, new truck. And I asked the dealer, I said, can you guys do something about this? Like put a glue or something? He said, sure. You see, what happens is this part is too stiff, so if you put a glue somewhere in there, it just erases. I think what they wish they should put the glue is dash cam fell off. Oh, the lines didn't crack. Okay. Yeah, and so as soon as I wanted to put the truck in there, everything was pre-planned, you know. I thought I would just drive forward and then back into that driveway and then turn around and put the truck on this patch facing this way with the dash cam recording. But by the time I disconnected, the backup alarm was already beeping on the wheel loader, so I didn't have time. But you know, you guys saw it, right? It's the same wheel loader. Actually, the guy came out and said, guys, like, why you going through these wheel loaders so fast? You know, like, you should maybe pace yourself. Yeah, coffee truck just went by and there's too much dirt here. So I said, maybe you should. That's another thing I don't like about this. You have to listen to this each time you turn the key. Even let's say I'm sitting in the truck and I need to lower the windows. Of course they don't work for some reason. You know, that would be too easy, right? When the key is in the battery on position, like when my radio is working, like right now my radio is working, my lights are working, but to use the windows you have to turn the key, and of course as soon as you turn the key they hit you with that alarm. So I guess it's probably Mac did it so that people don't relax, you know, don't start enjoying the truck too much, because as soon as you start enjoying it, something happens, you know. Anyway, maybe I'm in a bad mood or something, but I cannot say that it's a bad truck. It's a good truck, but you know, just still there's lots of propaganda over there in marketing and advertisement, you know. But they do it about all trucks. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that, yeah, so now I don't know what to use about the dash cam, you know. And it may seem funny to some people, but I've been looking again at the GoPro, not the expensive one I got as a gift. I had Hero 3 Plus. That one had all kinds of problems when I sent it to my brother in Moscow, right? It wouldn't work when the temperature went down below 0 Celsius, 32F. Basically, it would start recording, but then if he presses pause or stop, it would not restart. I think I mentioned this before, right? So they gave him a new one. The new one had the same problem. So now I've been looking just for something with basic resolution, kind of like these dash cams, 1080p at 30 or 720 at 60, you know, stuff like that, because it's for YouTube. But one good thing about the GoPro is that, first of all, the construction is, the connection is much steadier, because you can buy a suction cup, right? And it's not gonna move like this dash cam. It's too many flimsy parts, you know. And these, you know, high-level dash cams, they cost already a lot of money. It's not like $50, right? Like this one I'm pretty sure it costs like over $200 US. The 330 was 175 Canadian, so about 150 US, you know. Like this GoPro, I was looking at GoPro 3 white, not 3 Plus, but 3. This one has 1080p at 30, 720 at 60, more than enough, and most importantly, it has it supports external mics, right? So, and I already have a mic. Oh, the only thing is you have to buy a little cable for like $20, an adapter, because of course that would be too easy if you could just plug in your 3.5 millimeter mic into the camera, and that's why I'm not buying the GoPro yet. It's because I think it's a scam. They give you a camera, a good camera, but there's nothing. If you get lucky and you buy the one that's assembled properly, I think, you know, they grow too fast and they have quality problems. Like I was just read comments on Amazon, Amazon.ca, Amazon.com. You'll see how many people have been experiencing problems. And one guy summed it up pretty nicely. He says, if you're lucky to get the one that works, they're perfect, you know. But they have so many defective ones, you know. I did not know this until I, you know, got this one. You know, that the guy from Norway sent me as a gift. But I just didn't like. It was too complicated. But one more thing is that they only give you a camera. You have to buy all these accessories, right? Like, I was just at the Best Buy in Cambridge looking, and yeah, the price is like $199 US, or here in Canada it's like $250 for this GoPro 3, not 3 Plus, 3 white, right? Just basic, still supporting the external mic. And you look at what's included in the box, they don't even give you that transparent frame. They give you the watertight frame. Like, why do I need that one? What, am I gonna, you know, dive in the ocean? I need that one. I need the frame to mount this thing on basically anything, either tripod or even connect. You need that even to connect to the windshield, you know. And of course they have all these accessories. Hey, you can buy them, you know. The camera itself, okay, $250. Hey, we have it in stock. Yeah, and then you look, okay, the frame was like $60 just for a piece of plastic. Okay, then you need the windshield mount. That's another $50, you know. I know you can buy them for cheap on eBay somewhere, but it's just that I think it's like a scam, you know. Why do you charge so much for all these accessories? Oh, here's the guy that's moving out. That crane was working on the excavator. It's a pretty strong crane if it could lift pretty much the entire 345 excavator. That's a good machine. Anyway, I emailed my dispatch, so I'm all empty now. Right. Hid my chains. Here's a guy flying. Because that's a born race car driver, but for some reason he's driving a farm tractor. Look at this. Why is he slowing down? Oh, he's not sure where to turn. That's New Holland. He's probably turning around. Hey. He was driving so fast he missed his driveway. See, that's what happens when you're in a rush. Right? Okay, and back the way he came. Top speed of 25 miles per hour. Oh boy. Yeah, you can find funny things everywhere, right? Now that crane, what's happening there? The guy says, screw this, you know, I'm paid by the hour. I'll tell the boss that we work 2 more hours, so that'll be another $500 an hour, you know. That's a good job. So you guys, if you want to be rich, that's what you should do, you know. Save money, save all your pennies, all your lunch money, and then buy a used crane and start a crane rental company and charge people $500 an hour, minimum of 10 hours, you know. But that's a really, you know, needed service. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about my next load, because then I know it's not gonna happen, and actually I don't like that one, because I'm supposed to drive 60 kilometers north on Highway 11, and there's a rubber factory. They make these rubber belts, and I'm picking up some kind of a big roll, and it's all legal. It's gonna be like under 11 feet tall, and I'm supposed to go to West Virginia, but not the bottom part, but right next to, oh, there's a guy here. What we have here? That's Mac Granite. You see, they're doing construction, so his truck is full of dirt. Probably a couple of dead bodies in there too. Anyway, and so yeah, so I'm taking that big roll and going pretty much to Pittsburgh, but West Virginia is right there near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And they sent me the info, but no address for the pickup. I was there before, but I need to put something in my GPS, you know. I cannot just put in, I was there before. I was there maybe 2 times, but give me the address. So I sent them an email. I said, oh, my smartphone is still, the hotspot is still on. I gotta turn it off. So no email, no reply, so I'm sitting. Probably have to call them. And just briefly, I gotta run. I'm in Harbor Creek, PA. And this is my next load. Actually, the load I'm doing right now, it's a reel of cable, conveyor belt, 38,660 pounds, and it's 129 inches. 129 inches in diameter, so pretty big. So they use these, and I had to nail them down. And you see the nails, I was afraid because right here there's my cross member, I know for a fact, and I could feel I was hitting steel. You know, I don't want to damage my trailer, but these help. And because I would normally put like 4 chains when I had a step deck, right? But these are 1/2 inch chains. They're good for 11,300 pounds, you know, each. So that's like 22,600, right? That's already 44, and plus I have a 5,000 pound strap, or what is it, 5,500? Anyway, more than enough. And when I started moving, I hit my brakes a couple of times just to make sure it didn't move, and I saw it was moving a little bit. It was just, you know, kind of like a rocking. So I stopped and I tightened the chains. You know, they're pretty tight, and nothing is moving. It sits there, you know, it's settled down. And you see, of course, that's good. That's what's good about having a lowboy, because I have these beams in the middle, right? You don't have that on a step deck. And actually, you cannot do this on a step deck because it's 129 inches. That's 10 feet 9 inches. They would be pretty tall for most step decks. So on my way to Wayne, West Virginia, which is just southwest of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And not sure yet what I'm doing after that. They said something was in the works, but nothing certain. But the weather's good, and I have about 3 hours to my destination from here, so better get rolling. check out the road that you just saw on the dash cam. See all these turns, right? That's, to a trucker, that means it's not a good road, but that's the one I just took and I have to take it back. And unfortunately it was a mine, so I couldn't film. I wanted, there was like a couple of huge forklifts came out, and turns out one guy was just using his as a ride. He just came in a big forklift to pick up my paperwork, and the other guy, I think it's like easy, like 40-ton forklift, you know, huge one. What? Some noises here. And it's such a remote location. Basically, I'm somewhere not too far from, you know, not too far from civilization. Like that's 79. That see that brown line? That's I-79. But you cannot get to this part. Either you go through the north, but then the guy said it's much worse over there, like very sharp turns, you know. And you see the last part here was all dirt road, and I just stopped here, and that's how I was unloading. Like there's a sign at the entrance says you must wear your hat, your glasses, your vest, your boots. And I just stopped here because I saw these geese. Yeah. Okay, where are they? Oh, there. Because the water is very dirty. And there's two over there. Yeah, look at me. Like, what is this trucker doing, you know? So these geese have no idea that they live next to a big coal mine, you know, and that maybe it's not too good for your health, you know. And some people live here. They have houses. Where is it? I lost the house. Okay. You see, they have a kindergarten, children playground, you know. Another house over there. It's so quiet here. Oh boy, I'm just taking a short rest before I go back on this road. And it's not that bad, but basically I'm just south of Pittsburgh, west of Morgantown, West Virginia. And you see my GPS says 399 kilometers. Why does it want to focus? Okay. Yeah, so I'm heading back to my favorite spot, or not, Baltimore, Maryland, and pick up some big grader. They say 65,000 pounds. So that's gonna be my next video. Thanks for watching.